A gust of wind blew the window open. It was like out of a movie. And the rain and the wind poured in and completely extinguished the candle. Now I'm in darkness, and I'm scared. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, get the matches, get the candle lit, close the window. You can do that.
From the enchanting world of The Princess Bride to the haunting corridors of Saw, Cary Elwes has long captivated audiences with his versatile performances. Yet beneath the charming exterior of this beloved actor lies a series of unexpected twists and turns that have recently come to light. As 2025 unfolds, Elwes finds himself at the center of multiple personal crises that have shaken his world and revealed previously unknown aspects of his life. The devastating loss. The night of January 8, 2025, painted an apocalyptic scene across the Malibu coastline. As fierce Santa Ana winds whipped through the canyons, Cary Elwes found himself in a situation more terrifying than a movie script. The acclaimed actor, known for his swashbuckling role in The Princess Bride, faced a real-life nightmare as he navigated his vehicle down the winding roads of Malibu with walls of flame illuminating the darkness around him. At 10:30 p.m., while many residents were already asleep, Elwes and his family joined the stream of evacuees fleeing their homes. The Palisades fire, an unstoppable force of nature, had begun its merciless march through the exclusive neighborhoods of LA County. Through his car window, Cary witnessed the biblical proportions of the disaster unfolding, a sight so overwhelming it compelled him to document these moments for posterity. The following day brought devastation confirmation. The family home had been reduced to ashes, joining the growing list of casualties in what would become one of Southern California's most destructive wildfire events. The loss was particularly poignant as their home had been more than just a structure. It was a sanctuary filled with memories, personal treasures, and the warmth of family life. The destruction proved indiscriminate, affecting a constellation of Hollywood luminaries. Alongside Elwes, other veterans including Billy Crystal, Mandy Moore, and Anna Faris saw their homes consumed by the relentless flames. The fire's path of devastation cut through 6 different areas of LA County, including the iconic Pacific Palisades and parts of Malibu and Santa Monica, forcing the evacuation of over 130,000 residents. Beyond the personal residences, the inferno claimed pieces of Hollywood history. The flames devoured the Palisades Charter High School, a longtime favorite for film productions, and consumed beloved Malibu landmarks, including the historic Real Inn and Moon Shadows restaurants. These establishments had been more than mere businesses. They were cultural touchstones that helped define the character of the community for generations. In the aftermath, as smoke still lingered in the air, the true scope of the devastation became clear. 5 lives were lost to the fires, which remained almost entirely uncontained despite heroic efforts from firefighters. For Elwes and his family, like so many others, the reality of starting anew amid the ashes of their former life loomed ahead. The Mysterious Disappearance.
Cary Elwes has some trouble in his own castle because he told police a lot of valuables are missing from his home, and officers think it might be an inside job.
In the months before the devastating fires, another unsettling mystery had begun to unfold within the walls of Elwes' Malibu residence. The discovery of missing valuables worth approximately $100,000 sent shockwaves through the typically secure celebrity enclave. Unlike the dramatic heists portrayed in Hollywood films, this theft possessed a more insidious nature, a slow, calculated disappearance of precious items that might have continued unnoticed if not for a routine inventory check. The investigation revealed a puzzling pattern that left both law enforcement and the actor's security team baffled. Precious artworks had vanished from walls, jewelry had slipped away from secure locations, and cash had disappeared without any signs of forced entry. The Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department's initial findings pointed towards an uncomfortable possibility. Someone within Cary's trusted circle might have orchestrated these disappearances over an extended period. What made the case particularly intriguing was the methodical nature of the thefts. Rather than a single dramatic break-in, investigators uncovered evidence suggesting a carefully orchestrated series of small removals, potentially spanning several years. The perpetrator demonstrated innate knowledge of the household's routines, security protocols, and the layout of the residence. This level of familiarity led investigators to focus their attention on people who had regular access to the property. The investigation cast a shadow over the household's staff, creating an atmosphere of tension and suspicion. Each person who had access to the home found themselves under scrutiny, from long-term employees to occasional service providers. The methodical nature of the crime suggested someone patient enough to execute a long-term strategy, confident enough to operate under the nose of their employer, and knowledgeable enough to avoid detection for an extended period. As the investigators pieced together the timeline of disappearances, they encountered a web of complexity that challenged conventional theft investigations. The absence of forced entry, the selective nature of the items taken, and the extended time frame of the crimes painted a picture of an inside operation that had been masterfully executed. The case remained active, with investigators meticulously tracking leads and examining security footage, while the identity of the perpetrator remained elusive. The controversial past. Deep within Elwes' filmography lies a controversial chapter that has grown increasingly problematic with time. The 1993 psychological thriller The Crush stands as a stark reminder of Hollywood's complicated relationship with age-inappropriate narratives. In this unsettling production, Elwes portrayed a journalist whose life becomes entangled with an obsessive teenager played by a then 16-year-old Alicia Silverstone in her film debut. The passage of 3 decades has cast a harsh light on the film's troubling themes. Contemporary audiences now view with growing discomfort the story's central premise, the dangerous fixation of a 14-year-old character on an adult man. What might have passed for provocative entertainment in the early 90s now raises serious questions about the entertainment industry's historical handling of age-inappropriate relationships and the exploitation of young actors. Behind the scenes, the film harbored even darker complications. The production became embroiled in legal controversy when an LA family stepped forward with disturbing allegations. They claimed that director Alan Shapiro had appropriated their daughter's personal story without consent, transforming her private experiences into entertainment fodder. This unauthorized use of a minor's life story added another layer of ethical concerns to an already controversial project. The film's marketing campaign at the time further highlighted the industry's questionable practices. Promotional materials walked a precarious line between thriller promotion and the inappropriate presentation of its teenage star. The political stand.
I have to ask, Cary, why now and why Wisconsin to bring this movie back to life?
Well, Wisconsin, as you know, is an important battleground state, and we need to win Wisconsin in order to remove this president.
In the increasingly polarized landscape of Hollywood activism, Cary Elwes emerged as an unexpected voice of political dissent during the tumultuous period of 2020 to 2023. His transformation from beloved actor to outspoken critic of progressive Hollywood policies marked a significant departure from the industry's predominant narrative, creating ripples throughout the entertainment community. The catalyst for his political change came during California's stringent COVID-19 lockdown measures. As restrictions tightened, the actor began questioning the impact of prolonged shutdowns on the entertainment industry's workforce. His stance grew more pronounced following the implementation of California's controversial film industry vaccination mandates. Through social media and industry forums, Cary advocated for medical autonomy, challenging the establishment's approach to pandemic management. This placed him at odds with many of his longtime colleagues and several major studios, leading to a noticeable cooling of professional relationships that had spanned decades. Now it's time to hear from you. What other secrets might lie behind the surface of Hollywood's seemingly perfect exterior? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below.